Flaky, authentically made beef patties, a ramen bowl that's out of this world, and gorgeously made donuts? These are just some of the recipes that have made this week's top 10. But who ranked out number 1? The only way you're going to find that out is if you tune into this week's episode of Inside the Kitchen, and it starts right now.
Welcome to Inside the Kitchen, the only show that highlights the best recipes from the best cooks in the game. I'm your host, Chef Pat Lee, and without further ado, let's get to cooking with our top 10 power plays of the week.
Starting things off is the Scotch Bonnet Hot Honey Jerk Lamb from newcomer to the Inside the Kitchen family, Miss PK Cooks. Juicy, tender, fall off the bone, and well seasoned, this is the kind of dish that great plays are made of. Excellent way to get the ball running, and she's definitely cooking with this one. At number 9, my brother from another mother, DZ Lee, steps away from the producer chair into the kitchen with this chicken ramen. Never a stranger to applying pressure to the plate, this California native swishes and dishes with technique and precision. From making ramen-style eggs to taking wise shortcuts with the rotisserie chicken, this one's for the rookies and the seasoned pros. Well done, good sir. At number 8, we're cooking with gas as one of the hottest talents in the game right now. Cam Can Cook steps onto the plate with his Tuscan lasagna bowl. Perfectly seasoned chicken, roasted tomatoes, and a sauce that will make professional cooks ooh and ah. This one needs to be in your dinner rotation. At number 7, the bread bowl queen, Craven with Raven, steps back into the kitchen once again with her creamy jerk chicken and rice soup turned into a bread bowl. The Crumbie Award winner for Best Seafood Recipe of 2025 looks to continue her winning ways with this dish. Truth be told, this is one of those recipes that craves attention, and we for sure are gonna give it to her. At number 6, we've got another home run hit from one of our favorites here inside the kitchen, Mare's Good Eats. Her cinnamon sugar donuts have our eyes glued to the screen. Every recipe she makes never ceases to amaze us. We can only imagine enjoying her household, as anyone who gets a bite of these will have to be living in bliss. Y'all ready for the top 5? Well, let's get to cooking. Starting off the top 5, we've got the man of 1,000 seasonings, blessing us with this chicken and shrimp Caesar pita the O'Neill's way. This man knows ball, and we're not kidding when he tells you he's a man of 1,000 seasonings. From the protein to the sauce, he makes sure that every single bite delivers. We're convinced he's some sort of a mad scientist, and we're certain we'll be seeing more heat from him all year round. Our number 4 entrant blesses the timeline with this magnificent chicken parmesan recipe. The greatest rapper alive, aka Rappin' Chef, shows off with this classic done right. 5 years in the game and he's still topping the charts with hit after hit. Chicken parm is a staple in most households, this one included. Make this for your next weeknight dinner and you won't be disappointed. And now we're down to the top 3, and starting this list off, we've got the one and only Chef Anthony DC with this better than Chinese takeout beef and broccoli. The biggest play of the year is knowing that chefs are showing us how to make classic takeout recipes at home, and this one's a favorite of mine for sure. Learn a few techniques from this amazing man, from freezing your short rib for the perfect cut to the perfect kind of seasoning, and you'll be making power plays like this in no time. At number 2 is the GOAT himself, Duran the Chef, with his homemade beef patties. This man's been on the list so many times, we might have to retire his jersey eventually. One thing about Duran is that there's no limits to what he can't make, and what he won't make, he'll make it better. You could tell he put his all into this recipe with the perfectly flaky layers, seasoned beef, and the ting to finish it off. Stop playing him for real. And at number 1, we've got the man with the best visuals in the game and the smoothest voice. Say his name, King Cook's official, easily slides into the plate with his seafood lasagna soup with the homemade garlic knots. Now let's not play any games, because if this were an R&B album, he'd have y'all swooning and mooning for a plate. The homemade lasagna soup is a definite clincher, but those homemade garlic knots are a thing of beauty, sir. This is one of those recipes that's got us wiping our mouths. We know for certain 2026 is going to be an outstanding year for you, especially since you're the first winner of Inside the Kitchen's Top 10 in 2026. Congratulations on your accomplishment, and we can't wait to see what heat you bring to us next.
That about wraps up another exciting episode of Inside the Kitchen. If you think you have a recipe that deserves to be in the top 10, or know someone who deserves to be in the top 10, comment below or use the hashtag ITKTop10. As always, keep your pans hot and that flavor game strong. And until the next time we feast, peace.
Catch Inside the Kitchen's Top 10 every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite social media platforms. Help us to gain traction in the algorithm by liking, commenting, sharing, saving, and engaging. Thank you so much for helping Inside the Kitchen's platform grow. From the best recipes in the game to news, highlights, and insights, the Inside the Kitchen universe is looking to shift the landscape of food content on social media. Much love, and stay hungry, my friends.